expectations were that the interstellar medium had a magnetic field that was oriented in a certain direction, and the interplanetary magnetic field, which is effectively like a big Archimedean spiral, meant that the orientation between the magnetic field on the solar side and the orientation of the magnetic field on the interstellar side would be somewhat significantly different, possibly by as much as about 30 degrees. And there would most likely be an increase or a significant change in the magnetic field strength. Well, what Voyager saw is illustrated on the right of that figure. You can see the little red and the little green and the little sort of lighter colored green curve. And in fact, there was almost no change, very little change at all. And so this is a real puzzle as to what is happening, what is the physics that underlies this absence of sudden change in the magnetic field. And the reason why this is so puzzling is, if we go to the next slide, there's a series of three figures. The top figure is observations that were obtained by the Hijacked spacecraft, the Interstellar Boundary Explorer. And what it shows is, in a sense, messengers and very energetic particles that are created, neutral particles that are created in the boundaries of this region, that come to us and are measured by the spacecraft at 1 astronomical unit. And the surprise in these observations was there was this so-called ribbon, that region of green enhancement that you see in the figure. That was completely unexpected. We managed to explain it, or at least we thought we had managed to explain it, by creating a model that essentially relied very strongly on a certain orientation and strength of the interstellar magnetic field. And when we used this orientation and we ran these big computer simulations and we incorporated this additional physics, what we obtained was that figure on the lower left. And you can see that, in fact, theoretically, it does an excellent job of agreeing with the Voyager, with the Hijacked observed ribbon. Unfortunately, if you change that magnetic field around and change its orientation and even its strength, you end up with something that looks more like the bottom panel on the right, which is a ribbon that doesn't agree with the observations at all. So we have now two constraints. One is, we're in the interstellar medium. Voyager has told us that. The interstellar plasma density is significantly high, and there's almost no other conclusion that we can come to. And on the other hand, we have a magnetic field that can explain Hijacked observations, and we have no theory whatsoever to bridge this gap. So we're in the fortunate position, I'm not sure if Ed and Don agree, but we're in the fortunate position of having another good few years of trying to explain this and trying to persuade people that they need to continue giving us a lot of computer time and money and effort to allow us to figure out just exactly what is going on. And in a sense, this is only really the beginning. Voyager, as I said, has this rather remarkable capacity to surprise at every turn. And we're now going into a completely new environment. It's truly alien. It's not part of the solar system. We've stepped into the galaxy. We're out of our solar environment. And what Voyager is going to discover truly beggars the